flame of ambition. Spurned by the grace of gold. Someone must extinguish thy flame. Graceless, tarnished. I've given thee courtesy enough. Burn the Erd tree to the ground. He's a god-forsaken monster.
Corpse after corpse left in my wake.
May chaos take the world! I have endured more than enough. My purpose standeth unchanged. Be assured the Elden Ring resteth close at hand.
All right, everybody, welcome to another fantastic evening or day or afternoon, I don't know, whatever, of Bingus. That's the most important part. We have a fantastic game here with Wincine against Aspiring Rookies, and joined with me today is none other than Furtive. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having me, Vixus. I am beyond stoked to be even watching this match. Very exciting matchup today. Both teams undefeated so far in their brackets, but you know, not for long. Something's going to happen today, and one of these teams is going to come out on top.
Yeah, no ties allowed. Someone is gonna win. Yeah, I think we can maybe check with the players already and see if they're ready. And then I am gonna make a middle square prediction based entirely on my wishes.
Yeah, what do you
And-
want to see today, Vixus?
Well, I'm gonna come just right out of the blue and just say Rumina Millennia.
Mm, that's a good pick.
I'm not sure if I've seen Thomas or Incine fight Millennia yet, and I'm sure they're good at it, but how good are they? Stay tuned.
Let's find out.
On today's episode of Two Worlds Apart, Bingus Edition. Yeah, no, I'm I'm super excited to see this game. We have essentially only veterans of Bingus playing today, and I'm expecting to see very heavy strategic clashing, very clean execution. I'm expecting to see both teams take advantage of subtle synergies. I'm ready to be impressed. I'm ready to be impressed.
Likewise, it looks like all the players are ready.
Do you have a
So, I'm
middle
gonna
square
start them
prediction?
off.
Yeah, we can go, and then I want a middle square prediction from you.
Okay, let me think. It is gonna be full Gravebird armor set.
Oh, oh my goodness.
Let's find out. Oh, okay.
All right.
Interesting.
All right.
A lot of killing on base game.
Yeah.
Like all of the killing. Like I'm trying to find a square that's not just fully killing on
30
purely on base
faith
game.
is the only, and perfume bottles. Yeah, that's a lot of
I saw
killing.
a class with Omen Killer Cleaver on base
Ooh.
game. That is a good weapon if you want to kill a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna hop over so we can see some class choices here. Be curious to see what they choose, but Regardless of the stats, I would almost always pick Bowman Killer Cleaver. Unless it was like minus
Same.
15, like maybe I would not.
I think
Like,
it's still like we have two falling star beasts in the bottom left, like a good position for a square and one that gets you all of your sixes and sevens.
that's a really good point. And I know you, as well as I, have been very much enjoying going for that square as like one of your first squares.
Yeah, yeah.
Especially
Some
if you have a
sixes for
smithing.
Vixus.
Fixes for Vixus, yes. I mean, it is just for a very kill heavy board. It is an incredibly strong square. It's like in this format, it is basically like the somber 9 square right now. It's like, even if
Kind
you
of,
even
yeah.
if you lose it, you're like, yeah, I got the upgrades. Yeah, so I'm definitely expecting that to be marked relatively quickly. What do we have in the DLC? We have Logre Beast Claw. We have 3 DLC Spirit Ashes. Um, we
A lot of backside.
Yeah,
Um, for hitless bosses, tree spirits over there. There is a finger ruin, shadow tree avatar, Gaius gets you to 10 skidoo. Both tree scent duos. I think it's gonna be. I'm not sure if the players are gonna rush that necessarily, but you could also pick up larval too, spirit. I think there's a lot of backside
yep.
on this board. So that's what I'm expecting to see out of the DLCers.
Yeah, I would probably agree with that. It seems like if you would sacrifice that for something specifically tactical on that row 5, for example, just trying to get a dupe and the Charo's Deathrite Bird and maybe forcing Scatter Tree or something is like the only real other option. I mean, if you go for a dupe and you go the Golden Misbegotten and Fisher Depths, I mean, those are really good squares. Like corner squares, I would definitely trade 2 corner squares for like 3 non-corner squares, like every day of the week. Sure. Um,
Not a lot behind ADM today on the DLC side, other than the Charo's Deathrite Bird. I think if you wanted to go anywhere other than backside, the players would be going down through Elac River.
yeah.
And they're off.
Yeah, another kind of two for one square is that Logre Beast Claw and the combined square Magnus and Logre. It's kind of nice synergy. I feel like the only thing that's really good south is the Pot Throwing Troll, which on this board might be an incredibly pivotal square because I feel like when it's such a kill heavy board, and I mean, apart from 30 Faith, we don't really have any rush squares for the base gamers. I would say kill 2 Falling Star Beasts is an early square rather than like, I mean, sure you can rush it, but it's more of an early square than it is a rush square. Um,
Mhm.
so definitely gonna be
Agreed.
definitely
So we
not gonna be
see.
a 35-minute game. I'll say that.
No, that would be ridiculous if any of these lines were completed in 30 minutes. We see a divergence already in the DLCers. Shura went and checked Roundtable right away. He found Sword of Milos. Uh, whereas Woofie is doing Tilray skip. Let's see if he gets it. Seems to be going pretty well. I'm curious if he's gonna go into back section right now or down the river, and it seems like he's going towards back section, Shadow Altus.
Hmm.
I should say Shadow Altus. He might have different plans, but I'd be shocked if he went um if he was headed towards anything but back section at this point.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Base gamer just doing the normal casual running. seeing Incine lagging a bit, so I don't think he is this far behind. He's just this far behind on stream. A little bit of a problem. We might end up refreshing the streams.
I already refreshed him. I just saw he started later, about 10 seconds later than Thomas.
Oh, you refreshed it? He was actually 10 seconds behind?
He was 10 seconds behind before I refreshed it.
Yeah, before for sure. Yeah.
He seems to be at the same point as Thomas right now. I think they're about equal.
Yeah, I just refreshed it and it's like they're much closer now. Yeah, so definitely for the base game, we are seeing what both of us would have expected at this point. Just running for those smithing ones, getting the grace in front of the Stormhill Shack. Gonna be just upgrading. Honestly, I would maybe even be consider I'm gonna be killing the Altus Falling Star Beast. I would probably go for a pretty greedy setup here, where I would even pick up maybe even the Haligtree runes, just to make sure that I can afford doing the full like plus 15 upgrade for it. Which I think we are going to be seeing here, because there's no real point on such a kill heavy board to go plus 9 and then start struggling with fights when, yeah. So
I agree. You might as well go all the way and just be ahead on weapon setup for the whole rest of the game. We already see a fight going on here. Loger is feeling the sharp end of the Sword of Milos on Shura's screen.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Woofie has yet to set up a weapon, so it seems like he might be conceding that square for now. Heading towards the church here.
Already grabbing a bit of Skidoo. Yeah, I've been looking at this, at row 4 has a little bit of synergy within it with hitless remembrance bosses. On the base game side, you could do Godric and Radahn hitless to get to Morgott, and you can do Gaius hitless for the 10 Skidoo. Not necessarily a line to rush, but certainly one that leads to some awkward blocks for the other team.
Yeah. There's the Loger mark.
For square mark.
Yeah. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, I mean, this looks like a really, really fun board to play, but a very difficult board to read. Like, say the 2 Falling Star Beasts are marked. You're like, where's my opponent go? Where's my opponent going? I got no clue. Like, maybe if I'm Wincine, I'd be like Magnus, but like not necessarily.
I think Magnus could be claimed at any point by Thomas, because like Wild Strikes just goes burr on NPCs.
A little bit tricky on Magnus though. He is not always very cooperative. I have seen some scripts for him and tried to recreate it, very unsuccessfully, I might add.
Yeah, same, my friend. I've been watching those 2 God speedruns, being like, oh, that seems easy enough. Turns out it ain't. I
was like, oh, you just clink the inside of this wall and he dodges into it and then you wild strike him to death? Cool, let me try that. Lion's claw, straight to the face. Like, I guess I'm just worse.
That's why we're on commentary.
Yeah, and we just relegated to the commentary section. We see Woofie doing some synergistic just pathing for larval tears. I would be surprised if he decides to rush it. I think he already has the one here in the plains. So probably just like not going out of his way, but making sure he gets it whenever he's running somewhat close to one, which I think is absolutely the right play. One of those, like, sure, you might lose 5 or 10 seconds for every map you gain just getting another larval tier, but all of a sudden you can just send it in 1.5 minutes, and it feels so much easier and better to do it that way.
We saw Thomas having a bit of trouble getting past the Erdtree avatar in Halictree, so he lost a bit of time trying to get his weapon set up and get the money for his weapon. So Incine is already climbing up this ladder to get into Celia Crystal Tunnel for his first All-Star Beast.
Yep. And choosing to go a little bit outside of what we were talking about, and I think this might be a slightly better choice than we were on about. I think just going for that plus 12 into the first Falling Star Beast, so you don't have to, jump in and out of the cave and do all that stuff. Really nice skip there for Incine in the Falling Star Beast cave. Just a little bit of time efficiency. I mean, most of the players of this format are very comfortable plus zeroing this Falling Star Beast, so plus 12 should really not really be a problem. And there's the larval tier mark for Woofie, really nice, immediately blocking that row 1, which could very, very quickly lead to uncomfortable blocks, like you don't want to have to do 3 Cemetery Shades or go for the Misbegotten, so very, very nice, very heads up play there.
I completely missed Incine grabbing, I assume, just one larval tier. Did you catch that? I don't even know which one he picked up.
Incine grabbing a larval tier?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm illiterate. That's a D, not a C. Haha. Ha ha ha. Never mind.
What, Larkle tier? Like, what, Carvel?
No. Like I thought it was a combo square.
Oh, okay.
It was a combo square, not a DLC square.
You should
No
know the
Larkle
combo square
tiers
can't be
in
5.
I should know that.
Uh,
Next.
Yeah, really clean Falling Star Beast kill here for Incine.
Yeah, he has a whole fight ahead at this point.
Yeah.
Thomas just now trying to get past these bugs.
Yeah, the only thing that sucks about being sniped this far on these 2 Falling Star Beasts, gets tagged there, is that the most elusive smithing stones are in the Altus one. So if you don't finish that fight, you're going to be a full 6 weapon upgrades behind your opponent. And at that point, it might be difficult to justify finishing off the Falling Star Beast just for the stones. So we'll see how big of a difference it is in time here. Incine does have enough health to relatively comfortably do this fight. Has a rock raise already equipped, so I'm assuming he's going to be using that on the second Falling Star Beast. Meanwhile, Thomas in the fight with his first.
Takes a hit.
Shura
And we
is...
see that Woofie has found a weapon. He found the Great Axe in the Great Axe check. Imagine.
Interesting. Thematic. Yeah, and Shura's making his way back section, and Woofie is hoarding for reprimand money to set up this Great Axe of the Great Axe check.
Yeah, probably grabbing no, he's not grabbing the DLC Spirit Ash. Maybe it's a weird choice to not grab that since you're right there. Maybe he doesn't care about that square as much as he cares about his very next rush here.
Yeah, which would be what you would expect. What's the next? I mean, Death Knight?
Uh, I don't know. I mean, if he buys a bunch of talismans and what have you, yeah, he's gonna grab Savage Lion's Claw here, I imagine, to put Frost, and then likely spend some money getting some talismans, and then presumably fighting something. I'm curious to see what.
Yeah.
Right,
Incine.
Incine is halfway through the Spawn Star Beast fight, and Thomas is approaching the second one.
Ooh, does get very weirdly tagged there in Incine. Does have 3 pots left. Should be fine. Electing not to choose to use the rock grease here for this fight. But
The damage is decent. It'll be fine. He just has to play it carefully enough to not take too much damage here.
yeah. Having some stream issues here on the sign side. I assure you, it's not on my end. But the fight is looking clean, and there's the mark.
There it is.
Given you have committed...
Thomas did use...
Yeah, I was gonna say, I would definitely commit to this fight having used the rock grease. Like, this fight isn't gonna be that long, and just getting that upgrade is gonna be definitely worth it. This is what I was talking about, like, the timing of when the other person gets the snipe. This is one of those timings where you'd catch me dead before I don't finish this fight.
Yeah, I think this is a very good decision from Thomas's side. Like, just get your upgrades. It is well worth it for this board.
Ooh, Thomas gets
Oh, that is so close.
very badly
He's
tagged.
so careful. Okay, good RNG here. He can heal up.
Yeah. 3 pots to get full.
Worth it. This guy can one-shot with certain attacks.
Yeah. And there's the kill for Thomas. Really nice.
Phew.
Much like the Somber 9 square, you're like, well, at least my weapon's upgraded. But you're also urgently aware that so is your opponent's.
Okay, Incine grabbing the Radon Grace.
Yeah.
For Hitless, for Morgot, etc.
Yeah, yeah.
Or for Cemetery Shades, rather.
I mean, a little bit of everything. Yeah. I don't hate this. I mean, like I was saying earlier, is that's like, what is your opponent really realistically going to be going for after the 2 Falling Star Beasts? And I would have no idea. So I would say just getting more setup and getting more money to be able to react to whatever your opponent does and just have cleaner fights seems like a very good option as far as I'm concerned.
Definitely true. Woofie is right now about to head into the ADM fight, which I find interesting. I guess he wants to try to get this Charo's Deathrite Bird block, or at least have it available to block the column 2.
Yeah, at this point it seems like
not that much.
Yeah,
there's not that much behind ADM specifically, but it gives you fuller access.
Yeah, would it be faster to just run ELAC for the pot throwing trolls?
It tends to depend on your power and your fight. I think given that he has talismans, it probably shouldn't make that much difference. But then again, I'm not the authority on DLC timings.
Yeah. Thomas fighting Exikes here for the Dragonheart bosses, looking to block that column 1 and forward their own row 4. I mean, there is quite a bit in capital, as you previously mentioned. I mean, kill Morgott, and Morgott's Great Rune is looking...
In the same line, too.
Yeah. Definitely looking pretty scary. Incine gonna be heading in towards Radon. And Shura heading towards ADM as well.
Interesting. I mean, okay, it's a bit niche, but there is a Spirit Ash up there. The Deathbird Spirit Ash.
Ooh, using the Sword of Milo's debuff. Surely worth.
Surely worth. Good one.
Nice. Nice. I approve.
That's all I need. Okay, it looks like we have actual video now instead of a slideshow, and we get to see this Radon fight on Incine screen.
Yep.
He has summoned the boys, getting some nice bleed procs. Hopefully a stagger now before he transitions.
Just absolutely.
Oh,
This might be a one cycle.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's a
Get
one
it.
cycle.
Yeah!
Everybody loves a one
Wow.
cycle.
Mm-hmm.
Just rolls off the tongue when you say it like that. Also uses the gold pickled foul foot there for extra cash, which I always forget, but it is nice. Another extra like 21k runes on the Radon fight, doing that.
Okay, we're also getting Alexander's Jar Shard, or the Warrior Jar Shard.
Just makes sense.
For extra Wild Strikes damage,
Yep.
like going full setup.
Yeah.
It's right there. Hot friend, hot friend.
I would very happily concede the 30 faith square on this board, in favor of just kind of getting HP, but seems like he's already got so much money. I think he was up to 16 faith and already has like 30 vigor, so maybe it's not that far away given the potential marks here. Heading up towards the pot throwing troll.
Possibly, yeah. Yeah. Rather than doing Godric, who doesn't really have a lot of synergy on this board, you could also go for Rykard as your second great rune. He's a god boss, he drops a ton of money, which I think on this board, 30 faith just kind of happens organically just from doing other squares. It's one that you get for free for doing a lot of these other squares.
I would have said yes to that play if 2 Falling Star Beasts wasn't on the board, because you could get your 6s in there and that would make a lot of sense, but I feel like 4 god bosses might be a little too committal for just going all the way through there. Maybe we'll see what the players end up choosing, because I mean, as much as Godric kind of sucks, it is another hitless option. I didn't pay attention, but I think Incine's Radon was hitless.
Yeah, I wasn't like super paying attention, but given how fast it was, like,
yeah,
with that damage,
yeah,
I have to imagine it was hitless. All right, Magnus is on Thomas's screen.
yeah, and that's gonna be second mark there for aspiring rookies.
Magnus is no more.
We got a 2 for 2, and it seems like Incine and Woofie are a little bit ahead on this pot throwing troll play. Communicating pretty well here, making sure they end up over at their respective pot throwing trolls at somewhat similar timings. And by the looks of it, very similar timings.
Yeah, this is going to be a very nice square for them to get.
Yeah. So that top right diagonal just seems like it's just such a pain. The pot throwing troll square in and of itself doesn't really interact with any of the squares marked for aspiring rookies so far, which is definitely worth noting. Which is a plus and a minus, you know?
if I were Team Wincine, I'd have my eye on what I'm gonna do about this column 2. We already mentioned the Morgoth's Great Rune Morgoth synergy. Castle Manor Fort. I mean, you could do Godric as a hitless boss and a castle boss, and then Manor and a god boss, and then the same type of synergy for Noble. So
Yeah.
I think it's looking at this now, I really agree with both players' picks to go through ADM because Charo's Deathrite Bird could become quite pivotal.
Yeah. And God Bosses is one of those that's like, it's not necessarily as weapon dependent as it is cryo dependent. And it's like, if you're one God Boss ahead, you are always going to be like
Ew,
four,
ew, ew,
4 minutes
ew. Look
ahead.
at Thomas's screen right now doing this degenerate skip up to the sleep hutch roll. Very nicely executed.
Yeah.
He is sadly gonna get sniped,
Yeah, he's
but
going to get rewarded with a snipe, very sadly. This is yeah.
it's cool to see these skips that you like only a handful of people know how to execute.
Yeah. Yeah. It's consistent, Kappa.
I've tried it. It looks awful. It's not as bad as it looks, but boy, does it look awful.
Yeah. Yeah. I've seen Vagar try to go for it and justify using it, but yeah. And that's going to be a snipe immediately. Shura's going to see this and get the F out of dodge here. I'm sure. Is there any other reason to kill this guy? I would assume not.
Well, he's gonna, I guess, get the grace going towards the Piss Begotten for an immediate kind of block on that top right diagonal.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's is a very good reaction to have, seeing that square mark.
Yeah.
Woofie did not grab that grace, so that's fine. I mean, you send your opponent down there into that hole, having to do that entire running section
Yeah.
just to get like a potential block. I think that's not bad.
Yeah. And we see some expert choices here for squares. Because I would assume Thomas is going to be trying to finish off the Khalid and Dragon Barrow bosses. Which would block both column 4 and row 3. And probably going to be trading it soft trading it for the god bosses without necessarily knowing it. He is behind on the Khalid bosses for now, but since Incine is heading towards the god bosses, it's not gonna really matter. And
such an interesting board.
Yeah.
With so much synergy that you could play in so many different ways. Like this is an interesting board to play.
Yeah, because just as you were saying, let's go Godric for your castle boss, I was thinking you could also just do the Misbegotten Crucible duo and just get another Khalid boss, especially since you already have 2, you know? Kind of what I was thinking with that. I mean, you can choose so many different directions for how to do this.
Yes, indeed. Okay, we have both DLCers doing the Deathrite Bird. Holy Grease on the Great Axe for Woofie, even though he's entering the fight a little bit later. He did take out at least one of the birds. I'm not sure if Shura... Nope, he's having to deal with the birds.
Ooh.
We have got a race on our hands.
Ooh. The Deathrite Bird killed the bird friend. Good news for Woofie.
Bird friend.
Ooh, really nice stagger
Shura
there.
misses the... Shura got a stagger as well, but he missed the riposte, sadly.
Yeah, Woofie missed a headshot during his riposte, but did end up taking it. It looks like Woofie is a little bit ahead for right now. Shura has a little bit better positioning, or rather a more well-behaved parrot.
Yeah, a lot of this is coming down to RNG, like how much this Deathrite Bird chooses to stall. Shura is a bit ahead at this point. Let's see if Woofie can catch up.
Yeah, would have expected Holy Grease to be better than sort of Milos on this, but I guess I don't know anything. But this fight can, like, it can escalate very, very quickly in a bad direction, so this is never a sure fight. Nice dodge there for Woofie. It's another terrible attack.
Yeah, this bird is stalling and he's frostbitten and has to deal with that. Oh god, things are getting very hairy for Woofie. Yeah, Shura is miles ahead on this health bar, so that's gonna be some pretty scary call to
Ooh,
pressure.
Woofie does go down too, so even more
Yeah.
ahead now in Shura.
Yeah, and there's the
There's
kill.
the mark.
And this bird just coming in to say hello right at the end. It's like, hang on, you can't leave just yet.
I think I'm gonna refresh the multi-twitch to just make sure that we are all a little bit more synced, because that was a 15-20 second time difference there for the mark. See if this is better. Really, really nice fight there for Shura with that Deathrite bird, and now all of a sudden you can see some threats developing, and given how so many boards have looked as of recently, I don't remember the last time I've seen a board where 6 squares are marked by 29 minutes. Like, yeah, it's, at this point, usually it's like at least 12. So this is definitely a much slower board, which leads to definitely more emphasis on more emphasis on like execution and decision making. Like, definitely turns a little bit more into chess rather than just getting sniped because you're both going for the same best play, because we do see Incine and Thomas going for different plays here, but Incine is maybe 1, maybe 2 centuries ahead here on this capital play.
Centuries.
Which is nice. It's a really nice stagger there on DTS.
Alright, Woofie is on Rolana right now as presumably a Castle Boss and a Remembrance to do. I would imagine that Incine's next kill is going to be Godskin Noble.
Yeah.
Or maybe he just wants to get that Morgot. It's a 2-for-1. A twofer.
A twofer. I mean, not only is it a twofer, but look at that diagonal. If they get misbegotten, nobody wants to do, and I haven't even seen an official game where the square has been marked. 6 bosses in mountaintops are consecrated. Haven't seen it.
That is quite a few. I don't know if I can count to 6, to be honest.
How am I supposed to? I only have 5 fingers on my hand. That's my max. What am I, some weird genius who starts counting toes? I can't. I don't know. I mean, maybe I can get, you know, to 20 if I practice, but 5 is usually max.
One can certainly hope. Speaking of not being able to count, I'm not sure how many Gauntlet bosses this is for Thomas at this point. I know he killed O'Neill, the Falling Star Beast, 2 Dragonheart bosses.
This is gonna be his last, I'm sure.
This should be his last one.
Because yeah.
Oh, here comes the big explosion attack.
He's dead.
He is a little too close for comfort, and he dies.
Yeah.
Oof. I think he was hoping to maybe get a stagger off of the explosion, but sadly did not work out in his favor.
Why is Incine doing this
it
run
looks
again?
like-
Did he forget to pick up a grace? Did he die just falling somewhere? Yeah, he must have. Did he try to do capital skip without picking up any graces?
No
This
way.
is the type
I
of-
must have missed that.
This is the type of wild man we're dealing with? Noting. Oh my god, he ran! Look, he died to the elevator or something. The runes are right there.
What?
Oh my goodness.
Okay. It must have been like just an input, like he backstepped or something at the top of the elevator, something like that, some kind of silliness. That is an unfortunate run back.
Yeah. So now he must have at least lost a decade on that 2-century prio, so...
Woofie seems to be looking to dupe right away. Let's see if he can execute this tricky skip onto the horn down there. Ooh, he gets it first try.
Wow. That's such an iffy skip. That's
Very
such an iffy
precise.
skip.
Alright,
yeah.
we grab the grace for Incine.
There's the 5 Kayla bosses, as mentioned. Really nice mark there for Thomas, screaming that he does not have capital access, giving Incine some very
Some
welcome
insight.
comfort. Yeah, haha, Incine. Very good, very good. Yes, he might be opting to kill some tree spirits here in capital, maybe. Ooh, and there's the dupe. Really, really nice mark. I wasn't even paying attention to that because I was like, why is he killing Rolana? But that makes a ton of sense. And it's even scarier because you don't know if that's Rolana or if that's
It could be
Gaius.
Gaius.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, what weapon did Woofie find that he deems worth upgrading over his great axe?
Did ADM drop Great Katana or something?
Yeah, it looks like
It
it.
seems so. Yeah, he's holding a Great Katana.
Well, gosh darn. Damn. Both. And Thomas doing what Thomas does best, use rock grease on Theodorix.
Oh boy.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh, very nice. Gonna get some beautiful wild strikes on that head.
you know, it's not a bad idea to just progress this mountaintop bosses a little bit, because this is an absolute metric F-ton of runes.
Yeah, this could get him pretty close to that 30 faith square,
He's been
which would
pretty...
be a nice rock on the column.
Yeah, and he's been really restrictive on how he's leveled his
Yeah, he doesn't have a lot of vigor. He does seem to be saving it for faith and whatnot.
yeah. And that's 4 Dragonheart bosses too. Which 4 did he kill? Because I saw Exyx, I saw Magma Worm, and I saw...
He killed a Geo. It took
Oh.
about 3 seconds. I don't blame you for missing that.
Yeah, that must have been very fast. Alright, there's Faith. And still has enough money to get to 28 Vigor. That's how much money Ego drops.
Yeah.
And
So at this point, Incine knows that he's not contested on capital. He can get this Morgott block, which is very, very nice. Progresses the diagonal while blocking a row and a column for the other team.
yeah, there is some nice info
And this is
though.
God Boss.
Yeah, there is some nice info though from the 30 faith marked in combination with that 4 Dragonheart bosses. You would just assume that it's going to be either Borealis or Theo.
Mhm.
Like, that would definitely be a strong assumption on my part.
Okay, Woofie is advancing towards the Emir Grace, but Shura is quite a bit ahead of him. He's about to get onto the elevator headed down towards Gaius, which does have a ton of squares behind it.
Nice
There's the
kill there
gold
for
for a kill.
Incine, yeah. Second god boss, right? If my counting is correct.
I believe so. Okay, now he's headed into Godskin Noble.
Yeah.
This is such a fun board. I am loving this board. Just seeing
Right?
everybody's decisions. It's so good.
Yeah. I mean, aspiring rookies currently, they are 2 squares ahead, but miles ahead on Morgoth's Great Rune, and Morgoth is Wincine, and also miles ahead on the god bosses. So it's like, it's not as clear cut of a lead as one might presume. Um, I'm a little bit curious as to why Noble, considering he's already got 2 great runes.
It's a manor boss. It's a
Oh,
god
manor.
boss. There is a perfume bottle on the way to Noble.
Yeah, there it is. Thank you for... Yeah, that's exactly it.
Yeah.
And Thomas is play there
Woofie?
too.
Mm-hmm.
And Woofie killing his fort boss. So they are looking at the very same squares right now. I believe Shura does not have a fort boss dead as of yet. And Thomas does not have a cat boss killed either.
Yeah, he has not killed Godric, nor has he killed Rick right?
Yeah, and
Dawn is not one of his
Wincine
5.
have 2 castle bosses because he killed Rilana
True.
and Godric.
True, yeah.
All right,
Oh,
lovely
Kyle
Kyle. Everybody,
whipping.
yeah, love that Kyle guy. He ever so friendly. Always lets you pass without any troubles. Hmm. Right. Well, Thomas opening up the bridge. Yes, he is. And way here. There's no way Gaius is in any way, shape, or form castle boss, right?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, yeah. Haram.
Even if like a keep counted as a castle for some reason, he would be counted as being outside of the legacy dungeon.
Yeah.
So I yeah, I doubt it would even hypothetically be possible. Very nice. Oh my god, look at that damage on this noble.
Yeah. This is gonna go very fast. And I think Thomas and Shura are gonna get sniped on the square. Only because of that castle boss. Because I don't think Thomas has really any castle boss that he can go to that quickly. And does a lot of damage to Noble, but Noble does a lot of damage too. Fighting back.
Yeah. He's also likely gonna get sniped on the god bosses. Because he has not killed
Ooh.
Godric.
Get that Noble presence. Finishes him off with a kukri. You'll love to see it.
He could be. Could he be looking to do Rykard hitless?
I mean, is he a madman? Of course he is. I mean, Rykart hitless isn't unfeasible unless you get the undodgeable attack.
Exactly. It comes down to RNG. A bit of skill, but largely just RNG.
Yeah. I have gotten Rykart hitless a couple of times, but the asterisk is except for that one attack that you can't dodge. Wincine
He's doing
almost
the
getting
skip
that.
down.
Noble Presence, not quite though. Does get steamrolled by the quick truck here. That is Noble. Be a little careful. Flasks are healing him for 15% of his HP at a time.
Almost. Yes, there it
Really
is.
nice. And that's the Castle Manor Fort boss for Wincine.
Very nice.
Bit of a snipe. Thomas is heading towards the cemetery shade, probably looking to at least get a bit ahead on this diagonal in case Shura gets sniped.
Indeed. Because again, they don't know whether the dupe boss could have been Gaius, in which case Woofie would be sitting at a pretty comfortable, what, 7 skidoo at that point?
Yeah, again, 7 higher than I can currently count. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to refer to you on this one. Like all the digits on one hand plus 2. I don't understand.
It's okay, don't worry about it. It's not a real number. It can't hurt you. Incine is about to close on God bosses. He's gonna do this Apostle and then do the hardest boss in the game, Soldier of Godric.
Yeah. I mean, no. Why is he doing this?
For God bosses, presumably.
His last one?
Yeah, I guess he's not trying to do Rykard, which I understand. Like, you
Yeah.
have a powerful weapon already upgraded, it bleeds. This is just a quicker pick.
This quicker than just killing Soldier of Godric?
He has
3.
Godric the Grafted, he has Noble. I think this is his third one, and then 4 would be Rick.
No, he's got Godfrey. He's already been to Capital.
Oh, okay. I don't know. He's flexing.
Aura
Is
farming?
the
Aura
only thing I
farming?
can think of. Maybe he also has trouble counting.
I mean, relatable.
Yeah, I mean, we're bingo players. Of course, we can't count to 5.
And there's
There
4
it is!
God bosses. And 6 to 6
He was too scared
now.
of Rick.
Yeah, too scared of Rick. Yeah, I can't fight
Wow,
that guy.
tied game.
Yeah.
6 to 6.
Now, Thomas probably feeling very, very happy about his final choice of the 4 Dragonheart bosses to get that 30 faith, because that seems to be, that seems like it might end up being pretty pivotal, keeping them kind of in this game. Shura is almost certainly ahead on these 10 skidoo.
Almost surely, yes.
Yes, and this is going to be 3 hitless bosses if Woofie can get this Gaius hitless. And I believe Aspiring Rookies only has 1 hitless so far, so they're not looking at that one at all. And currently all of the real threats are for Wincine. Both of the diagonals still alive. That column 3 looks like, you know, given Manor Boss, you know, perfume bottles, it can come out of basically nowhere. So
Yeah, I did see Shura run down to the Death Knight Catacomb and grab the Grace and then pour it out, so he's prepared to get that block anytime that he wants. And he also grabbed the Grace by the pit going to the Misbegotten. So they're ready to make the blocks that they need.
yeah. And there's 3 remembrances hitless because Woofie killed Gaius. Very nice. This makes Shura probably feel a little bit more at ease. can't be completely sure, but
Uh-huh.
can at least suspect that that was Gaius. And I suspect a very strong suspicion that Thomas and Shura, as soon as this Morgott gets marked, they're going to be like, okay, with that exact tonality. So very nice Morgott kill there for Incine. Like he might be running any percent here. Russian this. Very nice. I mean, I would expect to hold this Morgott's Great Rune for probably 15-20 minutes. Like, like
Or
you,
years.
yeah,
Like it would be insanity to like see god bosses, see Morgott, and like that is just gonna be the last square. It takes so long to do.
yeah.
Meanwhile, Woofie is trying to get the same map progress that Shura has on the Piss Begotten.
Hmm.
Um, they are behind in both of those squares in the top right diagonal. But yeah, you can't just let your opponent sit with the prio that they have for the entirety of the game.
Yep.
You have to steal some stuff from them.
Yeah, they tried to steal the Castle Manor fort, but were unsuccessful in that. And now it's 8-6. But very likely that we're going to be seeing do be marked here for sure pretty soon after the Misbegotten, fitting
Mm.
that to do. But he is ahead of
I mean, there
Woofie.
is a cross. There is a cross straight ahead of him that is one more Skidoo fragment. It would be incredibly calculated if that is just the very
Yeah,
last piece of
yeah,
Skidoo that he needs to get this 10.
absolutely. Still really anyone's game, but the thing that aspiring rookies are gonna have to stay on top of, which they definitely are, uh, just like blocking the threats. But it's so annoying to have to block threats because Wincine can just play around this. And being 2 squares ahead, you can be like, oh, well, they're going to pick up Cemetery Shades, and maybe they're going for Skidoo, and he's probably also going for Misbegotten. Let's just kind of play around it. And Incine is going to be going towards these bosses in mountaintops.
I wonder if he can at least achieve the same progress on the square that Thomas already has. Oh my god, Thomas needs to be a little careful around this pillar. Okay, it seems that Shura's last Skidoo fragment was not the this one by in the fissure.
Mm-hmm. You can just see the experience coming into play here, just kind of splitting between blocks on both diagonals, and it's it's so nice to see because it's just such a nice showing of skill and strategy here for. Oh my god, what a
Yeah.
clean kill for Incine on this duo Erdtree avatar. I mean, I don't like that fight.
I hate that fight. I hate it so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, as you were saying, like just incredible decisions from both teams. Like I feel like each decision that they have made looking at the board at each like after each mark
Mm-hmm.
has been really spot on.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And Shura's going to be heading into this Misbegotten fight much ahead of Woofie, and much to Woofie's displeasement as well. If that's a word. Um,
Displeasure. 。 Mhm. 。  . 。  . 。 . 。 . 。 . . . 。 . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . . .
Incine is heading to Cemetery Shades. Thing. Did we come to a decision? Not that it matters in this particular circumstance, but I was just thinking about that Cemetery Shade in the Altus Hero's grave. Does it count?
Oh, I think it would count because it's not strictly like it's very likely basically that the chariot is gonna kill the cemetery shade as it's like spawning around you. It's just gonna get in the path of the chariot and likely get one shot. But it presents such a risk to the player to even go for that strat that
Yeah.
I think it would be allowed. It's just incredibly risky because you're out of stake range if you go for that. It's right by the boss door, or it's a little ways away from the boss door. So if you die, you have to go back through the lava, get back to the boss door, and then like ride the chariot back up. Or get like onto the chariot in the first place, which I admittedly don't know how to do.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I definitely
It's
think
so
it should
risky
count
that
though.
it yeah. It's quite a show of like luck, if not skill, if you can get that one as your third.
Yeah. Thomas heading towards his second Cemetery Shade now.
Or third even. I think it might be three.
Really? I'm a little surprised that he
Yeah.
didn't synergize the Kaled Dragon Barrow bosses with the Cemetery Shade though, I must say.
Mm. Yep, I would agree. Both DLCers are racing on Skidoo currently. I'm not sure who has more at this point.
Yeah, I would suspect Shura. I'd refresh the whole multi-twitch here to try and deal with the lag issues that Incine might be having. So if that works. That's
Oh, there it is for Woofie.
oh my god.
Oh, I mean, they're gonna get blocked with cemetery shades in a minute here, so Incine is walking into a snipe.
Yeah.
But a very nice mark regardless.
Yeah, absolutely. What a lovely Cemetery Shade fight this is here for Thomas.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Got the last hit.
There's 3 Sem Shades. Very nice block on that diagonal. Now both diagonals are blocked. Column 3 is left. Incine mogging with 90k runes. Because
what's 90k?
what's 90k anyway? I mean, he's already killed Morgoth and all that jazz, so he should be pretty happy with his current setup. Not. Okay, so Tree Spirit seems to be the next choice of squares here for Thomas. And Shura looks like he is finishing off that Tree Scent duo square for aspiring rookies, because I believe Thomas's Tree Scent duo is already dead.
Yes, it is. What is Incine doing at this point? He is grabbing perfume bottles. Still trying to push their column 3. Woofie headed. Oh, I thought he was headed towards the Death Knight catacomb for a second, but he is rushing down this perfume square.
Ooh, 9 to 9. Very, very close game here. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this 5 Tree Spirit is pretty time consuming, I will say. So they might be trading 5 Tree Spirits for perfume bottles. But Shura is heading towards the Death Knight, I believe. Electing not to cheat, which I always like. wanted to quit out there
Yeah.
for the elevator. Just very rando pilled, very understandable. Like those are just muscle memories that are very tough to get rid of. So I don't blame him. Yeah, it's gonna be very interesting to see what develops here after the perfume bottles and the tree spirits are done, because they are tied on the 6 bosses in Mountaintops Consecrated. Wincine has like Morgoth's Great Rune for free standby at any point,
Yeah.
and
Incine
Wincine,
is putting in a lot of work trying to do like a lot of the legwork on these combo squares because he doesn't have a lot to do after consecrated bosses.
yeah,
I'm not sure if Woofie has the water drained, but Shura does have the water drained and is killing his tree spirits.
yep. Nice perfume bottles mark. We do see Incine heading towards the Misbegotten Crusader as well as Theo in Consecrated, so it looks like he is going to be committing himself into that square. What a blessing to just have a great weapon when you have the 6 bosses in Mountaintops Consecrated.
Mhm.
So rarely
I
do.
also like him going into this cave like before going Theo because you pick up no less than 10 freezing greases if you know where they are.
Hmm.
And he
No.
just walks right past it.
Well, I only
That
know.
chat is a pickup of 4 freezing greases. That first item once you enter the cave. Below,
Well,
right after the rune, is another pile of freezing greases. The more you know.
yeah, and when you drop down, you get the other 4, so. But more freezing greases for the masses. Yeah, and as suspected, seems like Thomas is heading into this hero's grave for the last tree spirit, electing not to do the drop down for it though, which I'm a little bit surprised by. It does take quite a bit longer to get to it, maybe judging that it's safer. Still having some lag issues on Incine stream, which I apologize for, given that he's the only one doing exciting fights right now. Ooh. Be definitely careful of this gets tagged.
Oof. All that vigor, like using his vigor bar to its fullest potential here, as vigor is a damaging stat if you know how to use it.
Yep. Does not get the riposte there.
Ah, I
And
hate that. You get a proc, but you miss out on a stagger.
yeah.
Unfortunate. And he dies.
Yeah. Very unfortunate there. Using all of his vigor for that fight. Needs to save a little bit.
Indeed, indeed.
Shura fighting this Death Knight. I mean, both
Oh
of
no.
the DLC players are um,
Yeah.
very well set up for this, so I would be very surprised to see a death here on either of the players. Very nice dodge there for sure. Did you catch
Whoa.
that?
Oh my
Did
goodness.
you
Yeah,
catch that?
nice strafes. Yeah.
What in
Wow.
tarnation is that?
Take note, everybody. Elash, any Elashes in chat? Are you watching this?
Oh my god, this is such a clean fight from Shura.
Yeah, Woofie is gonna be sniped to pieces on this square.
Now, what do you go for if you're Woofie after this mark?
Um, I am shocked that DLC Spirit Ashes is still on the board. There is a Spirit Ash in. Wait, is it this catacomb? I'm not sure. One of these Death Knight catacombs has the Black Knight Commander Ash somewhere.
Yeah. And Thomas
There's
goes
not a
down
whole
to
lot.
Nile. And Shura killing his second tree spirit, which is going to be the mark on that square. And
It's so
then,
fascinating that he killed one down here, right? Like down by the water, and then pivoted out to do Death Knight, and then came back down where the water is drained.
yeah. And it seems like that was a crucial decision because otherwise Woofie certainly would have gotten that Death Knight.
Yes, indeed.
Very, very minor decisions paying dividends for both teams so far in this game. And there's the tree spirit mark. Very
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, that row 2 is the only remaining bingo threat on the board. Incine is doing his best to get not just one, but both of those blocks. Do you
Oh
remember
my
how many?
god, Incine! Just
Oh,
decides to
wow.
charge R2 through that spinning move.
How many bosses in Consecrated is that for each player on the base game side?
This is Thomas's second, and this is Incine's third.
Okay.
Now, I feel like it's gonna be. If I were a DLC player here, I would tend to probably split between DLC Spirit Ashes or Scatter Tree or something. Because it's incredibly important that you get one of these um, because of reasons. It's really getting down to the wire here. Only 4 more squares available. Aspiring rookies need 2 to win. The bingo is available for them in theory, but in practice, not really. Because
Yeah, this score may as well be 11-11 with the Morgoth's rune.
yeah, I don't think Incine really will go for that until this is finished for sure. And
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, these consecrated and snowfield, consecrated and mountaintop bosses are toughies for sure. So any death here between Incine and Thomas could
Oh, whoa.
change this.
That's a big hit to the face.
Yeah, gonna be
But he
committing
is
to wild
alive.
strikes here. Ooh, gets a really nice bleed proc. Has to be very careful here. Decides to go for wild strikes. Keeps missing them though. This tail is wiggling.
He's just strafing them like a god. Theo is onto our little tricks.
Yeah, and that's a kill for Incine. Really well done. Meanwhile, Thomas is fighting Nile. Probably wouldn't be one of the top 5 mountaintop bosses I would have chosen. How did he dodge that? Holy crap.
Yes, wow. He must be light roll because I've gotten that dodge like twice in my life. It is frame perfect. It's evil.
Yeah. Looking very experienced in this fight right now, Thomas. Alright, so Thomas's second mountaintop boss, Incine already heading to his now 4th. And I'm guessing it's going to be the Putrid Avatar. But I haven't been paying close attention. Yes, it's going to be the Putrid Avatar in Consecrated.
Yeah. Which would be 4, 5, likely would be Borealis,
Yep.
and I think he still has Niall available.
Yep.
If not the Deathrite bird. Or Yeah, I would not go bike.
I
Would not want to go bike,
probably would
even
go
with wild
Vike here.
strikes.
I don't think Vike's that big of a toughie though. I mean, if you have a weapon like this, I feel like it's not that bad. The running R1s are just so powerful. Really
True.
nice fight
Yeah.
there for Thomas. Really nice. Yeah. Now, it does seem like it's going to come down to Woofie getting this DLC Spirit Ashes. And Shura getting this Scouted Tree Avatar, and the DLC players are going to be done with their game. And
Yeah.
everything is going to come down to these 6 bosses and mountaintops. And now, Incine has a very firm lead on it. Very firm. There's Scouted Tree. Woofie
Wow, we
celebrating
are.
loudly in his own head right now. Very good kill
I
for
think
Shura.
Woofie must have forgotten that there's a Spirit Ash in Charo's Hidden Grave. He picked up Hilda. Now he's running all the way to Rao Base to get this legendary Ash.
Yeah.
And then there's the Mesmer Soldier Ashes in Board of Reprimand. But he
Yep.
has much quicker access. He does not have to be doing this run. Not that it's going to cost him anything, but
Oop. And there it is. I was going to say, nothing like being down 10 to 12 and still having a firm lead on the game.
true. Yeah. Yeah.
And really no hints from aspiring rookies that Incine does have this far of a lead on the square. Gonna see. It looks like Incine might be heading towards the Deathrite Bird though.
Mm-hmm. It does appear so.
And Thomas absolutely devastating the dreams of Borealis, the freezing fog.
Oh my god, that's just off of one stagger. That's just one stagger, one riposte, and a headshot, and he's 2/3 down.
Yeah. And that's
Very
a
nice
dead
RNG
Borealis.
as well.
Yeah. Could be a dead Borealis. Very nice.
This could easily come down to a couple of deaths.
Yeah, for
Like, this
sure.
is... Incine is ahead, but if he... Not trying to curse anything, but if he has an incident on this Deathrite Bird, that could give Thomas a good chance to catch up on at least one of these squares.
Yeah, and what really would... Because this is going to be Incine's 5th. I can't imagine going for anything other than Borealis after this. Really nice stagger there. Maybe getting 3 hits on the wild strikes before the riposte. Very nice.
Oh, wow. Very nice.
And if you pay very close attention, you can see that Incine has more HP than his DLC player.
The role reversal.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I love to see it. That has never happened to me. Has it ever happened to you?
Of course not. Even though I've been called Vixus before, I have been kind of steering away from this vigor addiction that I
Wow.
used to have. Ooh, Incine needs to be careful. Oh no, just die there. And Thomas is working on his
No.
4th here in the Erdtree Avatar, the duo.
Oh, that is so unfortunate. He was just staggered by the ghost flame on the ground. There was nothing he could have done, and then he got hit.
Oh my god, what a dodge. Oh, gets the riposte. Thomas is a legend. Holy frick, that was a clean fight. Oh my goodness.
Rookie? I don't think so.
Right.
I think we've been misled, everybody. We've been bamboozled.
More like aspiring legends. Really nice wild strikes there on the stagger for Incine. And yeah, I think if If Incine gets this kill on this one try, he's gonna have one. Oh, that's a lot of lag.
Oh my god, he's missing a lot of health from what I can see of the slideshow.
Yeah, this is the most exciting PowerPoint presentation I've ever seen. Oh, has to essentially no
Oh,
hit.
he is. Yeah, and he is locking on. This guy is a madman.
Yeah, I've been more and more after my devastating Deathbird incident, enjoying combining locking on and locking off. Just being dynamic with it, because it's nice to keep position, but when you're actually hitting it, you never want to lock on, of course. Oh my god. Sign dies. With one health.
My
One hit to
God,
go.
this is devastating.
This is Bingus.
That
Aspiring
is.
rookies love to see it. Wincine fans around the world are screaming at the top of their lungs.
Yeah, where are you screaming from, chat? Let us know.
Yeah.
Going back in for round 3. Yeah, I mean, Borealis might have been a better idea with like single or even double status.
Yeah. I mean, certainly Borealis is going to be his final boss, but after Thomas gets this, he just needs to go to the Consecrated, but we saw how quickly Borealis dies. So, I'm not sure. I think Incine might have another chance here if he survives this fight here.
I just want to say, Incine, I'm so sorry for cursing you before. It was not
No,
intentional.
does not get the. Oh, has to be careful. Not the shit attack. The spreading thing. Run south, my friend.
Oh, run south for the winter, Incine. Oh, yep, he's fine. Chilling.
Oh, how did he get tagged there? He's getting memed. Oh, that's the kill. Now Thomas is heading towards his last one, and Incine is too. And it is going to be Borealis. Wow. Oh my god, this is so close. I can't believe this. This is so close. Oh my god. And Thomas is going to be arriving at the fight slightly earlier.
Yep.
I think Thomas might have this.
I think so too.
This.
Yeah, because
yeah.
Incine still has to run a bit to even get to Borealis, and then it's less of a stally fight that Thomas has to deal with.
Yeah. And there's the first stagger. Gonna get
It's a very nice
repose.
vacuum riposte you can do.
Yeah.
There it is, yeah.
Ooh, gets a stally move though. Gets a stally move. Oh, Furtive, what's going on?
It's okay, I've got you, Vixus. Just hold my hand. Deep breaths.
This could still go any which way if Borealis behaves. And if we get one more stally move from the Avatar. No way, he gets the repose.
Wow, gets screamed at right in his face.
Oh my
Eardrum
god.
bursting.
My god, it's gonna be so close here. But it looks like Thomas has it surely in the bag. Is in a very awkward position though. Has to wait it out. Is running through. It's the stalliest move of all time. I can't believe it. Oh my god, I can't. This is crazy. Oh, dodges that perfectly.
Oh
Another 2 hits to go. Look at Borealis. Oh my god. No. Wincine got it. Wincine. Borealis.
Oh my god, like, I might...
This stream is so delayed. I can't believe it.
Yeah, this stream
oh
is delayed, but
god.
the board shows that Wincine did get that
Winston
square.
got it. Oh
This
my
has
god.
I am losing
Oh
my
my
mind.
god.
Wow. Wow.
And
And
now,
now it's just a run to Morgoth's Great Room.
which we
This
all have
is
to watch patiently.
yes, indeed.
Because
Oh,
Thomas stopped playing because he can't catch up to this. So he's just waiting for it. This is,
yeah.
oh my god, I get, what the absolute in the, Jesus, holy shit. That must have been, like, it was so hard to tell because the lag from Incine, I mean, it could have been a sub 1 second snipe on the game-winning
Yeah.
square. After,
Yeah, we'll have to ask Thomas how close it was on his end when he saw enemy felled and when the
'cause
square was marked.
it's such a nail biter. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
Shake it out, bro. Shake it out. You're
Whew.
okay.
Wow.
Wow.
Jesus Christ, what a game. This is Bingus.
This is some peak bingus. Dude, can I just say, I am so glad that we got every last bit of content and goodness out of this board. This has been an insane board and played to like its topmost potential
Yeah.
by both of these teams. Like, what a match. This has been one of the most like
Yeah.
exciting matches that I at least have seen in the whole competition. This is crazy.
So back and forth. And then ending with a probably sub 1 second snipe.
Not quite. Ending with a several
Right,
roughly-
and
oh, Rando Brain. He tried to get on torrent.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, but to be honest, Incine might still be sweating because he doesn't know that he wasn't chasing Morgoth's Great Rune. Because he doesn't really have any information about the Mountaintops Consecrated, so if Incine dies to this duo here, we might be seeing some shaking in Incine's wee little boots. Potentially.
Incine being another small-footed bro. He's a part of the small foot club, Vixus.
Yeah, relatable, relatable. I'll take it.
Nice backstab on the first twin.
What they say about men
Oh, wow.
with small feet, right?
They wear small shoes. They can
Small
shop
so-
anywhere they want for shoes.
Small socks. Women's shoes discounts. Available. Shops everywhere.
Very nice status procs.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's such a nice backstab from Incine though. Holy. Get the daggers. Finishes off the fight. Perfection.
We still have to wait for the whole climb up to the top of the tower, and then that'll be 13.
Yeah. Oh my. Well, at least we got some calm moments here at the end, waiting for Incine to finish the game with that 2-century prio that he had on the Morgoth's Great Rune.
Yes, indeed. Let's take a moment to just shout out all the amazing people in the community that have made this event possible.
Yeah.
Captain Domo for starting us all off with Elden Ring Bingus. The amazing community we have here. Oscar for the bingo app. Who created the bingo rando mod. Is it Matt or another
I
modder?
don't know the name, but I appreciate them.
Yes, it's either Norgaren or Matt. Either way, shoutouts to everybody.
There's the final mark. Wincine taking the win here against aspiring rookies after an absolute nail biter of a game, Furtive. Gosh, god darn it. What a game this was.
Yeah. What an exciting game.
Can you check with the players and see if they're ready to join us? Because I am curious to see what they have to say about this one.
Do we want all the players in right away?
Yeah, I want a tango.
All right.
Wow. My goodness.
Yeah, deep breaths, everybody. What a game. This has been some peak bingus.
What? Jesus. Hear me like that.
Okay, we've got yeses from Woofie and Incine and Shura, just waiting for Thomas.
I'm assuming that means they're all ready. I'm gonna drag them in here.
Yeah. Alright, they are all ready.
GG's, everybody. Holy
GG's.
Jesus.
GG's.
Was it a good game?
Oh boy.
One of the best games we have seen the entire competition. Like, what a fun board. So many different ways that you could, like, synergize the different squares. I love that on base game, both players went for the Falling Star Beasts to get that weapon set up, and just
Oh, okay.
incredible decision making and some very nice stealing of prio. Just
Yeah.
incredible game. Do watch the VOD if you get a chance.
Yeah.
Okay.
As much as I want to ask the winners, I need to know, because the stream delay suggested to me that Thomas got that square, but the reality of the
Which one?
board, the mountaintops consecrated.
Mountaintops.
Photo
Oh
finish.
my
So-
god.
So yeah, I was fighting the Putrid as my last one. And he goes to the part of the arena where his back is against the wall, and obviously you can't roll behind him. I mean, maybe I could have, right? Maybe I could have greeted. He's like 1 HP, and then as I'm hitting my last R1, the square gets marked. So it's about
Oh my god.
maybe fucking 5 seconds from that.
Yeah,
Wow.
Thomas basically had it 100%, and it was at the part of the arena where like the rot, and then had to back off, and then did the stally move, and then Borealis just melts, and it was like, oh my goodness, it's crazy.
Yeah.
And then Incine dying twice to the Death Ride Bird, just making it close in the first place.
Yeah.
Oh, you
I
guys
had
were
a death on
Three
Nile,
times.
which was pretty bad. What were your 6? Which 6 did you do?
I did duplicating Avatar quite early, before Sanitary
Uh-huh.
Shades was marked. Then I went straight to the Crusader to get the Freezing Grease. Did Theodorix, did the Putrid Avatar, did Deathrite Bird, did Borealis.
Oh, okay. Oh, you did did you do Crusader as one of them, or you
Yeah,
just
yeah.
got the Greased? Oh,
No,
okay.
yeah.
That actually
The
makes a lot
Grease
of
is in
sense then.
front of
Yeah,
the
yeah.
door.
There's like
so-
the 5 pickup right in front of the door. Yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense. I
yeah,
did
and it's
Theo
a quick
very
fight if
early.
you don't mess it up.
Yeah, that my 30
Was it one of
faith
your
mark
Dragon
was
Heart boss?
Theo.
It's-
Yeah, that 30 faith mark was Theo. So I was there at the end,
That makes
and
sense.
I did Nile, Borealis, Splitting Avatar, Putrid, Mountaintops, Death Rate, and then I think if I don't, or I mean, you died as well, right? But I died once on Nile, and it was just
I died quite a few
a
times.
super stall fight.
Mm. And the Deathrite Bird, it just kind of covered my entire space, and it did the AoE followed by a ground slam. I was like, literally couldn't see any space to stand,
Mm-hmm.
and I just got killed from that.
No,
Yeah. So
So I take it there was no progress towards Morgott.
nope, none at all. I had Noble dead. I wasn't sure. I realized pretty early on, once you hadn't marked any like Kaled Dragonheart bosses that you were just going down that Morgott path, and I was like, oh okay. I still did noble because it gives me access to like a god boss, right? Maybe I do that. Maybe I get that. Maybe I get perfume bottles. But yeah, I think our win con there was sure getting tree spirits into Avatar and then mountaintops bosses. That makes sense if you were prepping mountaintops earlier. Did you go for Semi Shades? Was that a snipe as well?
I think the
Pardon?
shorter list is what
Yeah.
wasn't a snipe on
Yeah.
a lot of
Incine,
these
Incine,
squares.
Incine was going for the cemetery shades. I think he was on his
Okay.
second one when you marked it.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense.
So
Yeah, and we prepped like the bottom left to top right diagonal. I was at the Grace essentially for Misbegotten in the Fissure Depths when it got marked.
Okay, that's funny.
Yeah, yeah. Deathbird was a snipe. I was like 50% of its health. Yeah.
yeah,
You guys
so
just sacked Logger off rip, right? You just didn't
I'm
go
sorry?
Logger, right? You just didn't go
Nah,
Logger, right?
I just went straight to Shadow Altus.
You
to
didn't go
get
back
Carlos to
section
get
at
past
all?
the map. I didn't go back section until way late. Like that, I did Gaius for the hitless. And
I'm
yeah,
surprised
I didn't go. Sorry.
I'm surprised I took Deathrite Bird then. Or did you not have the grace?
I had the Grace. It was just ADM took a little while, and I can't remember what we did honestly. I was kind of confused
I
on
think
what to
you
do with it.
both entered the Deathrite Bird fight at around the same time, but it kind of came down to RNG. I think Woofie's Deathrite Bird just stalled a bit more, just kept kind of running away, whereas Shura was getting some really nice headshots.
yeah, and the Sword of Milo seems to be doing a lot of work. Surprisingly, given that you had great axe with Holy, it seemed like the Milos was doing more.
Yeah, it's the Milo's debuff that it can do. That's the only benefit of it, really. The charge attacks are so terrible.
They are pretty
But
bad.
yeah, no, I ran Milos at the start of the game, which was fine until Great Katana. I was like, okay, never mind. Because you sniped me on, well, I don't think we were close on the trolls, but I went to the troll and then you got it. And so I ran to the Fissure Grace and then I warped back to do the Deathrite Bird.
Okay.
So taking this back to like the very beginning of this game, because I'm curious to hear both sides, but starting with Wincine, like what were your guys' plan on this board? We did see, just to cut you off a little bit, with the Falling Star Beast being both of the base gamers' first deciding square, but like kind of the opening idea, because we saw this was a very mid-late game heavy board. Just like how did you decide to tackle this?
For me, honestly, like when we first started, like I really wasn't sure what to do. I just knew I wanted to get some map, and I think looking back, I think having a weapon up quicker would have been the better decision, just because there's kind of a kill heavy board. But I don't know, it's just trying to figure out when to split between all the stuff in Shadow Altus and the south, and it sounds like we kind of did the same thing, which made for a lot of unfortunate snipes on our side. But yeah, I'll be honest. At the start, I was not sure what I was doing.
Yeah, I was quite similar. I was like, that's a lot of killing in Kaled, in Dragon Barrow, in Mountaintops. I want a weapon, and then I was just hoping to be able to react to what happened after that. Obviously nothing. There was no mark when I did Falling Star Beast because that was a snipe. So I just did Radahn for more money, progress towards Morgott. It was my style was very much get as strong as I can, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, did you not do Noble Rykard?
No, I did Noble.
He
But
didn't
then
even
I'd
do
already
Rick.
killed.
He did not even do Rick. He did Apostle instead of Rick.
Oh,
that's a fair point.
I was like, wait, okay, I know I can't count, but like.
That's good. That's really good.
You raise a fair point. That might have been a better idea.
Yeah, I had on my side of things, I just had really bad lines in the opener. I don't know if you grabbed Haligtree money for only Killer Cleaver, but like I wanted Falling Star Beast as well. Needed like 2 quit outs in the Shifra grabbing the stones. Needed like 2 quit outs grabbing fucking Haligtree money. And then yeah, I was just like I was about like a minute behind Falling Star Beast, but like I mean, at the end of the day, we both had a plus 20 on the Killer Cleaver, right? So like that's fine.
Yeah.
And then I think you just went like a different path of going. What in my head was like the Godric, Noble, Morgott, right? Castle Manor Fort, God Bosses, Morgott, and then I was going like Dragonheart, Kaled. I think I stole 30 Faith, which is pretty good.
I was going to 30 faith after gold free if I had the money.
Yeah. Yep.
And I was in capital at the time, so yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, we just kind of had completely different. It was kind of cool that the board could work out like that. That we could do different things and we could do completely different paths, and it was still fine.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely a ton of fun to watch. I don't know, Furtive, if you have any final questions for any of the players here, but
No, I just want to commend each and every one of you like for such incredible execution, especially like decision making
yeah,
at each and every point in the game. The calls that you were making were just really smart, really on point, and just well played out of everybody. This has
yeah,
been fantastic.
yeah, definitely a great showing of Bingus' skill. I did say initially before the match started, I was like, I'm kind of expecting to see like a lot of high level strategy and execution and routing and small synergies, and it turns out that's exactly what we got. So it was a delight to watch for sure. But yeah, I think it's about that time to end the stream. So I would like to give shout outs to the refs that we didn't have, except for pesky chat for paying attention, but nothing was highlighted. So I think you guys behaved. I saw Shura being rando brained at one point, and also I also saw Incine being rando brained, but both of you guys catching yourselves, and nothing actually came of it.
Wait, what did we do? Oh, was I
What did
quitting
I
out?
do?
You were Shura, you were about to quit out on an elevator, and Incine tried to mount up, getting Morgoth's Great Rune. So
Hey, I don't even remember quitting out. Oh shit.
no, you
Trying to
didn't.
what,
You
mount
you
ups?
you didn't. You stopped yourself from it, and then you sat down at the grace instead after pulling the lever. So it ended up
Oh my
not being.
gosh, that must have been like some indecision that we were like talking about, because I legit would have, I definitely would have quit out. I completely forgot about that.
And then,
I must have changed my mind on what square I was going for. There's
Speaking of elevators, I definitely did not backstep off the one in Lane Dell.
Yeah,
Tragic.
we did see that one.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you so much for playing. It was an absolute delight to watch, and thank you, Furtive, for joining me on the commentary. It was also a blessing. And chat, you are pesky and unhinged as always. Thank you all for joining
up,
us.
chat.
Keep it up. And from us here in the quotation mark studio, good evening, good morning, good night. Again, as always, I still have no idea where you live. You'll have to figure that out. Until next time, yeah, good evening or morning, whatever. Bye, everybody.